I've been a 911 dispatcher for 6 years in a rural county in Minnesota. When I say rural, I mean we have just 3 patrol cars for a massive area. Out of the time, the deputies are 40 minutes away. Our dispatch center is in a high-tech fortress. It's a small brick annex attached to the back of the old town hall. At night, during the graveyard shift, I am usually the only person in the building. Just me and the dark. It was mid-February. We were in the middle of a nasty cold snap with heavy snow. By 2 a.m., the roads were bad, and it was dead quiet. I hadn't had a call in over 3 hours. The only sound was the heater and the static from the radio tower. At las 2:14 a.m., a line blinked red on my screen. I clicked answer. 911. What is your emergency, silence? But not total silence. I could hear wind whipping against a microphone, and underneath the wind, I heard breathing. Heavy, wet breathing, like someone who had just run a mile in the freezing air. 911. I repeated. Can you hear me? Do you need police, fire, or medical? Nothing. But the wind and that jagged breathing. I started the trace immediately. Usually, cell phone pings in rural areas are terrible. But this time, the system locked on instantly. Phase 2 location data appeared on my screen. He frowned at the map. The blue dot wasn't on the highway. It was blinking directly on top of the dispatch center icon. I tapped to refresh, thinking it was a glitch. The dot didn't move. According to the GPS, the caller was standing in the staff parking lot right outside my building. A cold feeling settled in my stomach. The dispatch center has no windows in the main room. We rely on security cameras. I pulled up the feed for the back lot. The image was grainy and black and white, but through the snow, I saw him, a figure standing in the middle of the lot. He was wearing a heavy parka with the hood up. He wasn't moving, just standing there, facing the camera. One hand in his pocket, the other holding a phone to his ear. My heart hammered against my ribs. I spoke into the headset. Sir, I can see you on the camera. You are in a restricted area. Put the phone down and state your emergency. On the monitor, the figure tilted his head back. He looked straight up at the camera lens. It felt like he was looking me in the eyes. The heavy breathing stopped. A voice spoke. It was calm. Too calm. The back door isn't latching properly in this cold, the man said. You should check it primero froze. I knew the back door had issues. The weather stripping froze up, and the magnetic lock didn't always engage wuisties. I demanded, my hand hovering over the radio button. You really need to pay more attention, the voice said. Not just to the door, but to where you leave your things. You keep the radio mic immediately. Dispatch to all units. I have a 10 to 33 at the station. Suspicious subject in the rear lot. I am alone in the building, the Pooty Miller's voice came back. Sounding copy that, dispatch. I am way out on County Road 9. It is going to take me at least 20 minutes with these roads. 20 minutes I was alone for 20 minutes. I looked back at the camera monitor. The man was gone, sir, I said into the phone line. Don't worry about me, the voice said. I'm not coming in yet. I just wanted to make sure you were awake. I need you to listen carefully. Helby's on their way. Primeramente. They are 2 minutes out. No, they aren't. He laughed. A dry, raspy sound. I listened to the scanner. Miller is near the county line. You're all alone in that box. But you know who isn't alone? He stopped breathing. What are you talking about? Your house, Elm Street. Blue siding. Nice porch. My blood ran cold. That was my address. My wife and my 6-year-old daughter were there. You leave them out of these. Primeras time I'm married. My friend is parked 2 houses down, the man said. He's watching the house right now. He tells me the living room light just turned off. Your wife must have fallen asleep on the couch. Does she know you? Forgets to lock the garage side door sometimes. He felt sick. Physically nauseous. I grabbed my personal cell phone under the desk and texted my wife. Lock the doors. Why are you doing this? I asked, trying to keep him talking. Because you people think you can just ruin lives and go home and forget about it. Aish. The anger was sudden and violent. 10. I heard a sound that made me jump. It came from the hallway behind me. The sound of the back door handle being depressed and released. He wasn't in the lot anymore. He was right outside the door. He ran to the heavy steel door that separates the dispatch room from the hallway and through the deadbolt. I backed into the corner, eyes glued to the internal camera feed. He saw the back exterior door open. A blast of snow blew into the hallway, followed by the man in the parka. He stepped inside and shook the snow off his shoulders casually. He looked up at the hallway camera and waved. "He told you the lot was broken," he said into the phone. I could hear his voice through the headset and faintly through the wall. He walked toward the dispatch room door. The only thing separating me from him was that slab of steel. He didn't kick it. He just leaned his forehead against it. "You sent the police to my house," he whispered. "Last year. You took the call." He frantically searched my memory. I take thousands of calls. I couldn't place him. "Idante Noah, Yoa," I yelled through the door. "My friend at your house." "He's getting impatient," the man said. "He just texted me. He says he sees movement in the upstairs window. Your daughter's room. Don't you touch them. Primera screme." I looked around for a weapon. A stapler. A fire extinguisher. Anything. But I was trapped in a box, and the monster was at the door.